Today's event was to put a marker on the finishing of the redevelopment of the Cape Naturaliste Lighthouse precinct. It's been a 5-year project working on restoring the old lighthouse keepers' cottages. There's interactive stories, audio and digital interactive displays that bring the tales of lighthouse keepers' lives to life. This is the first time all the families have been together, so it's a really special occasion to get everyone in the same room honouring the event and what we've created here as a whole.
My grandfather was the relief lighthouse keeper from the 50s through to the early 60s. He used to take me up to light the light, as we called it.
There you go. I've seen you since 1986.
So we worked together as a team working on this lighthouse and a number of others.
We were good mates because you had to look after each other.
Once you've had the dealings with lighthouses, you'll never get rid of it.
It's in your blood.
So my great-grandfather actually came here from being the lighthouse keeper at Rottnest to looking after Cape Naturaliste from around 1903 to about 1914 before he went off to war. We've got a special place in that history here. It makes it more special for us.
You feel enormously proud, and then to have seen the changes over the years and to be a part of it, it has a lot of meaning.